Marcus spent 8 hours every night protecting a building full of rich people, while his own bank account sat at $14.37. Maybe this is you right now, working hard, staying tired, wondering why nothing changes. Marcus thought the same. But what happened next, nobody expected.
Chicago, West Garfield Park, 3:47 a.m. The security booth smelled like stale coffee and cold plastic. A small heater buzzed under the desk. Marcus Hill rubbed his eyes and stared at the flickering security monitors. Parking garage, empty lobby, silent elevators. Every night looked the same. His boots were torn near the toes. His phone screen had a long crack running through the middle. The lock screen showed a photo of his mother in a hospital bed, smiling anyway. Dialysis 3 times a week. That's why he worked nights. Marcus was 32, a night guard for a downtown office building. He earned just enough to cover rent on a tiny apartment on Madison Street and help with his mother's medical bills. But Marcus had a flaw: pride. He hated asking for help, hated admitting he didn't know something. So when people told him to learn new skills, take courses, change his routine, he shrugged it off. "Man, I'm tired after work," he'd say. And every morning at 6:30 a.m., Marcus went home, ate cold eggs, and collapsed into bed. Another day gone. Another chance wasted. One Tuesday morning, rain tapped against the booth window. Marcus opened his banking app. $14.37. His chest tightened. Then his phone buzzed. Hospital. He answered quickly. "Mr. Hill," the nurse said softly, "your mother's next treatment. There's a payment delay." Marcus stared at the wet parking lot. "How much?" he asked. $480. Silence. The heater hummed. A car alarm chirped somewhere far away. Marcus swallowed. "I'll figure it out," he said. He hung up slowly. Inside his head, a quiet thought appeared. "You're 32 years old, and you can't even pay for your mother's treatment." Marcus slammed his fist lightly against the desk. "Enough," he whispered. A few minutes later, the cleaning crew arrived. One of them, an older man named Luis, pushed his cart past the booth. Luis stopped. "You look like the world ended," he said. Marcus forced a laugh. "Feels like it." Luis leaned against the cart. "You get off at 6, right?" "Yeah." Luis nodded. "Then tomorrow, wake up at 5. Marcus frowned. "5? I just finished work." Luis shrugged. "Most people waste 2 hours every morning. 2 hours a day equals 730 hours a year." He tapped Marcus's desk. "That's 3 extra months of life." Then he walked away. Marcus stared at the monitors again. 3 extra months. The next morning, 5 a.m., Marcus's alarm screamed beside his bed. His apartment was freezing. Pale dawn light leaked through cracked blinds. His body begged him to sleep. Just 1 more hour. He almost did it. Then he looked at the photo of his mother on the wall. Marcus sat up. "Fine," he muttered. He brewed cheap coffee, opened his cracked laptop, typed slowly, "How to learn online skills." For the first time in years, Marcus didn't go back to bed. He studied basic bookkeeping videos on YouTube, numbers, spreadsheets, simple accounting. At 6:30 a.m., he finally slept. The next day, he did it again. 5 a.m., coffee, laptop, study. Day 3 felt harder. Day 7 felt worse, but Marcus refused to stop. By day 26, exhaustion hit like a wall. Marcus nodded off in the security booth. His supervisor knocked on the glass. "Marcus!" He jolted awake. "You sleeping on shift now?" the supervisor snapped. Marcus wiped his eyes. "No, sir." The supervisor sighed. "Look, one more mistake and you're gone." Gone. No job, no money, no hospital payments. That night, Marcus sat alone in the booth. His hands trembled with fatigue. Maybe this was stupid, he thought. Maybe waking at 5 was pointless. Maybe people like him didn't change their lives. His alarm buzzed again the next morning, 5 a.m. Marcus stared at the ceiling. Then he whispered one word, "No," and he got up.